Hey guys, Matt Emperor here, and I'm super excited to show you through a little bit of my process behind the scenes of taking Blam's awesome artwork and bringing it into Unity, bringing it into our code, and bringing it to life. So here I'm going to just take you through a little day in the life, a little behind the scenes of what it's like in my end of the business. In this example, I'm taking a look at Blam's designs for the latest generation of controller. The controller you may have seen probably looked a little different. Through the course of development, we're constantly seeking ways to improve, iterate, and just enhance everything. And so this latest generation really reflects that. Right now I'm hooking up the 4-way button switcher, which controls the top bar content there, which could display either your backpack, the chat input, or our new emote bar. And yeah, those of you who are on the old game, on the existing game I should say, emotes are huge. That's awesome. We're super excited to bring this feature to life, and it's going to be really fun to see everybody living out their own vibe on the map. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and hopefully in the next episode I can bring you a little bit of the behind the scenes of bringing that to life, some of the coding involved, some of the implementation involved, and probably a lot of other big reveals happening that episode too, so stay tuned for sure. Alright, right now I've got all the assets brought in, I've set up all the 3 different top bar states, so I need to actually make it do something. Now, what you'll see if you are a Unity developer or C# developer is that a lot of this code in the Player Interface Manager was some templatized stuff, some basic bootstrap type stuff to get us up and running and trial some assets. And so right now I'm going through the process of cleaning things up, actually assigning the variables properly so that they're not just public variables, and defining what those 3 different states are for the top bar. So you could be in a backpack state, a chat state, or in the emote state, of course. So right now I'm just going through adding those references. In Unity, everything is done through references, as are most things in object-oriented programming. So right now the general process is define what you want to interact with, define what that interaction does when it occurs, and then go back into Unity and hook up that interaction so that it actually executes. Speaking of actually executing, I'm currently in the process of implementing what is called a finite state machine for controlling all the different states a player could be in, the game could be in, or really anything that happens inside of the world could be in. Everything has a state, everything has a current condition, and since it's a networked game, instead of sending a bunch of chatter over the network, we can simplify a lot of things with state. So if you're a developer or maybe a budding developer, someone just curious in it, leave a comment down below, drop us a note, let me know if you want to learn a little bit about how our finite state machine works in MoonWorld. As a matter of fact, go ahead and drop a note if you're looking forward to this mobile release of MoonWorld. There's a lot of good stuff and a lot of amazing functionality we're packing into this that we really just can't wait to show off to you, and I think you're going to be seeing sooner than you think. Jumping back into Unity here, we're just going through and hooking up these interactions. So this is probably going to be a temporary thing for now. As I said, I'm currently in the process of hooking up those state machines, and there's a variety of ways to achieve what we want to achieve here, but for now I'm just hooking up with the basic Unity event and mapping a click to whatever tab bar it associates with. So, of course, classic Unity developer mistake, forgot to assign that reference inside the inspector so Unity actually knows what those things are. Once it's assigned, there we can see it's flipping through the tabs, but I'm not satisfied. I need to see those buttons changing the background so that I know it's working properly, I know it looks great, and everything comes together perfectly. So we'll go ahead and add a reference to those buttons themselves, and we'll also add a reference to these sprites. Sprites in a game development sense are what we refer to textures, 2D assets. A lot of things are sprites. In old game development, there's a lot of strict restrictions on sprites and the amount of data they could occupy. These days, it's kind of a catch-all term for 2D imagery or textures. So again, going through assigning these so that when the appropriate button is clicked, the right things show as selected or not. And then of course we can go back through, assign those references in Unity so that it knows what those buttons are, pick the asset for the button itself, and there we go. We can see the tab bar working successfully. Thanks again for joining this behind the scenes devlog for Unity m00m development, and I hope to see you at the next one. Remember to like and leave a comment. See ya.